Hello viewers, I am Dr. Mala Das Sharma. Welcome you to my channel ChemPhilic. Let's start 38th episode of Teaching Chemistry through Riddle. Here is our riddle number 38, which goes like this. We are twin sisters. We respond to Bayer's test. We can produce carbon dioxide from sodium bicarbonate solution. Both of us have two hydrogen atoms and two same functional groups. In spite of having same molecular formula and functional groups, we differ in some properties. My melting point and boiling point are higher than my sister. My sister can produce a derivative by intramolecular removal of water, whereas I cannot do that. All these dissimilarities are the result of our different spatial arrangements. So, this is our riddle number 38. Now, we'll see the questions. Question number 1. What are the probable functional groups present in twin sisters? The functional groups present are carbon-carbon double bond and carboxylic acid groups. Why? In the riddle, it is mentioned that these compounds or these twin sisters, they respond to Bayer's test. Bayer's test is the test for unsaturation or carbon-carbon double bond, where these unsaturated compounds, double bonded compounds, treated with cold dilute alkaline potassium permanganate solution. Then two OH groups are added up in the double bond. That means the vicinal dihalide is formed. So this is the test for carbon-carbon double bond. That means this carbon-carbon double bond or this unsaturation is present in the structure of twin sisters. So, positive response to Bayer's test confirms the presence of carbon-carbon double bond. Now, another point mentioned in the riddle is that these twin sisters, they can evolve carbon dioxide from the sodium bicarbonate solution. So therefore, this another functional group present in these twin sisters is carboxylic acid group, because carboxylic acids are stronger than carbonic acid and sodium bicarbonate is the salt of carbonic acid. So this stronger carboxylic acid can release the weaker acid, that is carbonic acid or carbon dioxide plus water, from the salt of this weaker acid. That means salt of this carbonic acid or sodium bicarbonate solution. So which proves that carboxylic acid groups are present in these molecules of these twin sisters. So evolution of carbon dioxide from sodium bicarbonate solution proves the presence of carboxylic acid group. Carboxylic acid is stronger than carbonic acid. So it can release weaker carbonic acid, that is carbon dioxide plus water, from the salt solution, that is sodium bicarbonate solution of carbonic acid. Now, second question. What kind of isomers are these twin sisters and why? Give their probable identity. Now, in the riddle it is mentioned that these twin sisters differ in the spatial arrangements of the groups, and moreover they have different physical properties. And already we have seen that these isomers, they have the carbon-carbon double bond. So these twin sisters or these isomers are the cis and trans isomers. So twin sisters sisters differ in the spatial arrangement and they have different physical properties as mentioned in the riddle. So, they are geometrical isomers or cis-trans isomers. And these twin sisters may be fumaric acid, where this carbon-carbon double bond is there. Two carbon atoms are joined by double bond and it has two carboxylic acid group and two hydrogen atoms. These carboxylic acid groups and hydrogen atoms are in trans position. And another isomer is malic acid, which is referred here as the twin sister. That means another sister is malic acid, where the molecular formula is same. Only thing is that these two carboxylic acid groups are in the same site. Similarly, two hydrogen atoms are also in the same site. Now, dissimilarities in the properties of cis and trans isomers with reference to malic acid and fumaric acid. So, this is fumaric acid, which is the trans isomer, and this is malic acid, which is the cis isomer. Now, these cis isomers, they fit poorly in the crystal lattice. That means they are not fitting properly in the crystal lattice. Therefore, they have lower melting point. Whereas trans isomer, they fit properly in the crystal lattice, so they have higher melting point. So, cis isomers having lower symmetry would fit into the crystalline lattice more poorly. Consequently, cis isomers, that is malic acid, has lower melting point than trans isomer, that is fumaric acid. Now, cis isomers are polar, so which we can expect that their boiling point will be higher because of the attraction between the polar molecules. So, we can expect that boiling point of malic acid will be higher than that of fumaric acid. But actually, the boiling point of fumaric acid is higher than that of malic acid. Why? Because in malic acid or in the cis isomer, intramolecular hydrogen bonding is formed. Here, this carboxylic acid group C double bond OOH, this hydrogen form the intramolecular hydrogen bonding with this another carboxylic acid group. Whereas in the trans isomer, that is in fumaric acid, the molecules, the number of molecules gets associated by intermolecular hydrogen bonding. So, to break this intermolecular hydrogen bonding or to make the molecules apart from each other, more energy is required. So, boiling point of fumaric acid is higher than that of malic acid. So, cis isomers are more polar and expected to have higher boiling point. But intramolecular hydrogen bonding occurs in malic acid, whereas fumaric acid molecules get associated with intermolecular hydrogen bonding. So, fumaric acid has higher boiling point. Now, third question. Why one of the twin sister or isomer can form a derivative by intramolecular removal of water? Mention the name of the derivative. These isomers, when it is heated at 140 degrees centigrade temperature, the molecule of water is removed and the derivative anhydride, that means acid anhydride derivative is formed. This is malic anhydride. So, when malic acid is heated to 140 degrees centigrade, water is removed and the corresponding acid anhydride is formed. Now, only malic acid forms anhydride derivative but not fumaric acid. We have already observed that in this malic acid, as these two carboxylic acid groups are in the same side, so easily one molecule of water, that is intramolecular removal of water, is possible and anhydride derivative is formed. Whereas in this fumaric acid, these carboxylic acid groups are at opposite side. So this intramolecular removal of water is not possible. So in the special arrangement of cis isomer, that is malic acid, carboxylic acid groups are present in the same side. So intramolecular removal of water is possible, which is not possible for trans isomer or fumaric acid when it is heated at 140 degrees centigrade temperature. But if fumaric acid is heated at higher temperature, say at 290 degrees centigrade temperature, then it forms the anhydride derivative. Then what is the reason? At higher temperature, because of high energy, this restriction for the rotation around carbon-carbon double bond disappears. So easily it can rotate. That restriction disappears. Easily it can rotate. So this trans isomer, for sometimes it acquires the cis configuration, and when it acquires the cis configuration, it can form the anhydride. So in contrast, no reaction takes place when the trans isomer, that is fumaric acid, is heated to 140 degrees centigrade. However, at 290 degrees centigrade, trans isomer also forms anhydride. As I told you, the higher temperature produces sufficient energy to overcome the barrier to rotation about carbon-carbon double bond, and the cis configuration required for anhydride formation can be attained from the trans isomer. As I explained, because of the free rotation, sometimes it acquires the cis configuration, and then easily it can form the anhydride. So this is a short discussion on cis and trans isomer, and we have come to the end of this video. Thank you.